Hey, hello, beautiful love light. Welcome to my channel, Heart Rhythm Healing. I'm Jamie. I'm a certified Reiki and self proclaimed spiritual maestro. I view myself as a conductor, standing in front of you, beautiful symphony of love lights, conducting all of the energetics that exist all around us all the time and helping you to play your own unique, beautiful instrument and soul song perfectly for you. That's what I do. Let's see, I started my business in 2017, so I've been doing this for 6 years. And the reason I'm coming into here is because we're talking about the Mayan Galactic Calendar of time, and we are sharing what the energetics are of each of these days that we're spiraling through, and all of the energetics that exist within today. So, welcome. I'm just going to kick it off by starting with the fact that we are currently going through what's called a 13-year white wizard wave spell, and the energetics and codes of that are enchants, receptivity, and timelessness. Those are our code keys that are woven into the energetics of this 13-year wave spell. And so maybe one of those words like strikes you in some type of way that you want to like dive deeper into. And I encourage you to explore that. If and when anything that I share sparks some type of interest within you, comment, get it out there, like let people know, let yourself know, let me know that has like resonated within you, right? Like anytime something's like, oh, that is resonance, right? You're feeling that like lightness of like, oh my goodness, there's something in that for me. It's also how I feel when I hear something and I know instantaneously that that's true for me. I have that like very expansive, like like yeah, feeling where I just am like, oh, and I get so excited about it. So if and when any of these words create within you that type of a feeling or an emotion, then it probably has something for you to dive deeper into to explore for you. So again, those code keys are enchants, receptivity, and timelessness. So we are 4 years into this 13-year White Wizard wave spell. That means that we are in the self-existing tone of creation year. And the solar tribe attached to that is the red moon. So we have this red self-existing moon year that we're cycling through. We're 8 moons into that. And it wraps up on July 25th, 2023. And the code keys of this year are twofold because we have the solar tribe of the red moon and we have the overtone, the self-existing tone, excuse me. So the red moon code keys are purifies, universal water, and flow, which I feel like are this very like flowy, divine feminine qualities. And they're juxtaposed against the self-existing tone, which feel very like sacred masculine to me. And those are define, measure, and form. And why I love the fact that we have this year that we're flowing through with this these divine feminine and sacred masculine, at least for me, feeling qualities being blended together is because that's what's happening energetically in the world around us. Is the divine feminine is rising to meet up with the sacred masculine, to have power with that energetic, because we have been overpowered by that masculine energy for a very long time. And so she's coming in hot, she's coming up, she's rising to the challenge to really have power with. Again, this isn't about power over. The feminine energy is not looking to overpower. She's looking to like assist, right? Like, again, to have power with, to remind us that, yeah, we need to take action. We need structure. We need to think logically about things. All of those things hold value. Even the like linear way of time, right? We created that together for a purpose. It serves a purpose. It's to, it's so that all of us know, like, I mean, if you're just like, hey, I'll see you tomorrow, and nobody knows when, like that would kind of be, I mean, I would be all right with that, but there's a lot of people who aren't, right? And so we've created this structure of time to like help us to like be where we all need to be when we all want to be there. And then we have this feminine essence coming in, reminding us that it's also very important to like tend to and and care for and pay attention to the beingness of who and what we are, this spiritual aspect of what makes us us needs to be cultivated as much as the physicality of what makes us us, right? It's this spirit and humanness coming together. And it's just really fun. Like, I love this time in history and the fact that I'm here and that you're here. It's so exciting. And yes, very chaotic. And there's a lot of stuff going on in the world where it just, I'm like, wow. But that's life, right? Like, life is, you got to take the good with the bad. You got to roll with the punches, and we are all on this journey together. And we need to remember that, like, we are all in this together. And I think that the more that we can really anchor into that and help each other, especially those of us who are strengthened within our humanness and our spirit, I mean, those are the light workers. We are the ones who really need to, like, come in and just be like, hey, it's going to be all right. Like, we are going to figure this out. I mean, everything that we see and everything that at least I've been taught is that everything is like, people are out to get you and you got to protect your own and da-da-da. No. Like, we need to collaborate more. We need to stay in the space of creativity, and we need to flow. We need to bend. And if something's not working, we need to be willing to, like, release and pivot and try something different. And if that doesn't work, try something else, right? Like, mistakes are a part of the process. And it's funny. When my son was little, I bought him this t-shirt because I was like, yes. And it said, I color outside of the lines. And that's sort of this picture that's coming up to me, is we need to be able to color outside of the lines, right? Like, yes, we need structure. I'm not saying that we don't, but we really do need to be able to flow, especially with one another, and listen to one another. Even if we disagree, we can at least recognize the humanity within one another and the right that we all have to have our own unique perspectives that are likely birthed from our own unique experiences in life, right? The information that we've gathered and the things that we've actually witnessed ourselves, and then how we have created that perception. And then we also need to realize that we are also able and capable of shifting that perception just through the attachments and the words. Going back to that white wizard enchantment, the words that we use within our own inner, like, cosmos that are coding our body are very important. We, like, alignment of thought, word, and action is crucial as we move forward. So there's that in this red self-existing moon year that we find ourselves in. That brings us down into the season. We have a 65-day season within the Mayan Galactic Calendar, and it's the white northern dog season of heart. This is a really awesome opportunity for each of us to dive into our emotional bodies, to connect with the emotional patterns and feelings that we are experiencing, and the lessons that they hold for us, so that we can learn and grow and become a more evolved human within ourselves, right? So that's, and the code keys of the white dog are loves, heart, and loyalty. That brings us to the 52-day castle of time that we're spiraling through. Each galactic spin, we have 5 castles of time that we spiral through that are 52 days in length. And so because we just initiated a new galactic spin almost 2 weeks ago now, we cycled into the red eastern castle of turning. And I really feel like that was more or less what that means for us energetically, is to sort of, like, start to tend to and turn or cultivate the soil, so to speak, of our life, to, like, break apart all the, like, packed in, like, thought patterns and behavioral patterns and emotional patterns, like, to begin to, like, till those up and break them apart and really, like, explore them and turn that earth, that soil within us to be able to prepare the way for the new seeds and intentions that we're seeking to plant moving forward, right? And that is a gift that we have every day. It's not just during the Red Eastern Castle of Turning. We have the ability to shift what the stories that we've scripted in our own lives that no longer serve us or that are making us feel some type of way that is not healthy or beneficial mentally or emotionally or physically. We can change the script. We can flip it. We can rewrite it. We can edit. We can cross it out. We can be like, well, yeah, maybe it meant that, but what if it meant this? And is that possible? And if it is possible, you have to hold that as a possibility and begin to reshape your attachments to those things. And again, like tilling up that soil so that you can plant those new seeds, so that you can grow into and blossom into the beautiful human that you already are. But then you'll be able to like anchor into the knowingness of the fact that you already are this beautiful amazeballs human here on purpose, for a purpose, just as you are. You can become more authentic in who and what that looks like for you. So that's what the Red Eastern Castle of Turning sort of downloaded for me when I was studying. And if you want to go deeper into that, I did a video about it for the Red Eastern Castle of Turning. But that's sort of that. And then let's see. Next is the moon that we currently find ourselves in, this 28-day cycle. We're in the 8th moon of this red self-existing moon year, and that is the galactic moon of integrity. And those code keys are harmonize, model, and integrity. So those are being woven into every day during this moon cycle, this lunar cycle. That brings us to the 13-day wave spell that we are today, the last day of the Red Dragon wave spell. We are on the cosmic tone, which is why this is a Red Cosmic Skywalker day, because we're on the last day of the wave spell. So that's tied to the cosmic tone of creation. And so the Red Dragon wave spell, last day, was bringing in the code keys of birth, nurtures, and being, because again, we've been turning up that soil and planting the seeds of what we will birth. What are we going to nurture over the course of the next, however long it takes, really, till the seeds of intention that you're planting have come to fruition. That's how long you should tend to and cultivate that seed, right? And then today we have the Red Cosmic Skywalker. So we're going to dive into that. It is the 13th tribe out of the 20 tribes that we have in the galactic matrix. So here we go. Red is associated with the direction east, and it is tied to the code key of initiates. So something energetically, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, something in your world today is initiating, whether you realize it or not. And if you want to realize it, I encourage you to just get quiet with yourself for a little bit and ask your heart mind the question. That answer will inevitably bubble up for you, which, if that's something that you're interested in doing on the regular, at least on a weekly basis with me, that's what I do in the Harmonic Vibrational Attunement Ensemble. And I would love to have you in there. The link is in the description box. If that feels like something that seems right for you, come on over, check it out. Or you can come to my free group, which is theharmonic.us. We do a Monday meditative morning to kick off our week on the good foot. Just connect to our breath and really set the intention for the week every week. It's just a really beautiful space. And it's a way for us to connect outside of YouTube. So something's initiating for you today. The code keys of Red Skywalker are explores, space, and wakefulness. The quote comes from Valum Votan, and it is, quote, "The Skywalker is the human taking flight in the imagination," end quote. Red Skywalker is an ambassador of wakefulness, an explorer of dimensions within and without, a time-space traveler, a messenger of prophecy. The Skywalker glyph, this one. Whoops, where'd you go? Right here. That's the Skywalker glyph. symbol shows empty pillars connecting heaven and earth. What gives a vessel its usefulness is the space within it. Standing as vigilant, clear channels, rooted yet fluid, we are conduits full of expansive emptiness. The Skywalker vibration invites us to transcend old paradigms, conditionings, and ceilings of limitation. Participate in the evolution of consciousness by pioneering new perceptual avenues and trailblazing new lifestyles. Connect heaven and earth by unifying intention with action. Bring star wisdom to the planetary whole. Skywalker advises, spiral into the depths of your inner resources. Use every opportunity to observe and discover. Honor the energy of space and its power to influence our consciousness. Explore your capacity to continually reinvent yourself with deep roots into the earth and broad antennas into the sky. The cool part about that is we already have deep roots into the earth and broad antennas into the sky energetically. That is our 12 chakra system. So that's pretty cool. But with deep roots into the earth and broad antennas to the sky, receive the medicine your soul needs to endure life's transitions and discover trust in the unknown. The counterbalancing energy of the Skywalker tribe is Blue Night, which embodies the power of dream. Let us be wakeful to the living dream as an outer reflection of our inner reality. How we are dreaming up our lives through every perception and response directly affects how we are exploring. Okay, so that was Red Skywalker. Now we're going to read about the last tone in the cycle, tone 13, the cosmic tone of creation. And the code keys of cosmic tone of creation are endure, transcend, and presence. The quote comes from 13 Moons in Motion. And it is, quote, 13 is the key to the Mayan galactic codes of fourth dimensional time and to the annual lunation cycles by which Earth is guided in her solar path. Where 12 represents the coherent formation, that was the end of the quote. Where 12 represents the coherent formation of the sacred circle, 13 signifies the expansive spirit of the ascending spiral. Without the transcendent quality of 13, the force of circulation itself, 12 can leave us locked in infinitely complex details of form. Where 12 upholds the supreme coordination of the third dimensional physical order, 13 ushers in the supreme revelation of the fourth dimensional spiritual synchronic order. Okay, so to reiterate, let me back up here. 12 upholds the supreme coordination of the 3D physical order. 13 ushers in the supreme revelation of the 4D synchronic order, the spiritual order. The cosmic tone beckons us to transcend the limiting logic of linear time that we may expand into radial time. We are called to sensitize to the spiritually synchronized symphony of universal movement as it plays and unfolds the unique music of every moment. We are invited to consciously feel the interconnectedness of all life, to be present to the spirit which moves through all manifestations, guiding all arrangements of space and configurations of consciousness. We discover that we are always inherently on time by knowing that we are time. As the climax of the wave spell's progression, tone 13 can embody qualities of any of the previous tones. 13 is the key to time itself. Presence, simple, patient awareness, receptivity to exactly what is occurring as it is occurring. Presence bestows depths of feeling, intimate information, and guidance held within the living intelligence of the moment. We commune with the vastness of self, the essence of which transcends all appearances of separation. Every moment we are presented with the opportunity to transcend seeming limitations, to elevate our thoughts and behaviors beyond conditioned responses. By orienting in the present as presence, we expand and feel our undeniable interrelations with all of life. When we are present to every situation as a divinely calibrated opportunity for personal clarity and undeniable interrelations with all of life, we are sorry. Let me read that again because I just went back to the same line. When we are present to every situation as a divinely calibrated opportunity for personal clarity and growth, we transform our suffering or striving into the beauty of human evolution, honoring life as an eternal journey of being. As the tone of endurance, 13 is the force of the continuum. Ever onward, life unfolds, integrating all that has gone before. Here we transcend through the cosmic gate, taking magic flight, magnetic return, led back to one for a new wave spell's spiral flow. So again, because I do sometimes get tripped up on my words, if you want a calendar to follow along, there's a link in the description box below to 13moon.com, and Cassia's who has a YouTube channel, Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. It's her affiliate link because she is the reason that I was even introduced to this calendar. So I definitely want to consistently give her a shout out for that because I've just been completely blown away by just how beautiful it is and how it aligns in so many ways on the regular. Like again, we're just spiraling through the same energetics, right? They're all around us all the time. We can tune into them whenever we need to. So also in the description box below is the daily affirmation, which I'm about to read. So if you want to follow along with that, it's in the description box. And there's also a link to the Red Dragon Wave Spell kind of breakdown of each day. There's a question that we ask each day to sort of meditate upon, and then a deeper dive into the qualities of Red Skywalker. And that comes from astrodreamadvisor.com, and that's linked in the description box below. So if you want to open that up in a different window, you can follow along with me, or if you want to turn off the video and just go check it out and read it for yourself, that link is down there for you to do that too, whatever works for you, right? So the daily affirmation for the Red Cosmic Skywalker is, I endure in order to explore. Transcending wakefulness, I seal the output of space with the cosmic tone of presence. I am guided by the power of navigation. So I just want to make sure, perfect, that I wrote that down correctly. All right. So, oops, I didn't need to do that. So here we go. I don't know why I just did that. I'm off my game today. That's all right. Who says I've got game anyway? All right, day 13. How do I surrender to the perfection of the larger pattern of my essence self? Such a beautiful question that we should ask ourselves on the regular. How do I surrender to the perfection of the larger pattern of my essence self? Red Skywalker qualities: time, space traveler, angelic messenger, courage, new directions, mysterious journey, explorer, fluid reference, points, pillars of heaven, compassion. Red Skywalker represents balance in your life, not static balance, but a dynamic equilibrium that includes both your present expression and your star-seeded self. In Red Skywalker's star glyph, you see that the pillars of heaven don't appear to touch the earth. You are the element that appears to be missing in the star glyph. You are the one whose expression of the light assists in drawing the pillars of heaven to earth. So cool. Joining these pillars in yourself can be viewed as reuniting your male and female aspects, this sacred masculine and divine feminine aspects. This is the merging of those. Together in balance, we create the pillars of the etheric temples of heaven on earth. Harmonic wisdom for Red Skywalker is balance. The movements of parts in pleasing relationship or harmony with one another. Balance in Red Skywalker is experienced as a dynamic equilibrium. It is both a sense and an attitude. The natural state of every system moves toward a balance that is fluid and free, as in a dance. That balance is experienced differently by each person because we are just unique individual expressions of the one, the oneness, the all, whatever you want to call it. But it often brings a sense of steadiness or centeredness, even in the midst of movement and change. When you are dancing, you can use your very state of imbalance to create the fluidity of the dance. I love that so much because I love to dance. So anyway, that's it for today. That's the Red Cosmic Skywalker Day. Very powerful, potent energy of just union and balance, and this, again, that dynamic equilibrium of balance, right? This integration of all of the energetics that we are like mixing and merging and melding and making sense of within ourselves on the daily. And that's what we're doing in here. We're just beginning to make sense of all this like symbols and codes and ideas that the Mayans left for us. It's super cool. So beautiful, love light. As always, thank you so much. Time is our most precious and creative gift that we can share with one another. And I do not take that lightly. And I'm so thankful and grateful that you have chosen to spend time with me. Thank you so much. If you are still here and paying attention, maybe hit the thumbs up, click the thumbs up, tap on it, whatever. That will help me out, help me to get seen. I'm seeking, at this point anyway, to grow organically. And so you will absolutely be instrumental in that. If you want to subscribe to my channel, go ahead and click on that. Or if you want to get notified when I do these lives, if this is something that you want to kind of be alerted to in the future, just click the bell and you'll get notifications every day when I go live, or most days. I don't go live every day, but most days when I go live, you'll get a notification. I think that's it, y'all. So again, thank you so much for being here. And until we meet again, beautiful love light, go shine your beautiful love light. You are magic. Go sprinkle that shit everywhere. Mwah. I love you.